Teacher Tommy T, and I'm back, baby. And it is back to school week. How's it going, guys? I'm checking in with you. This is the big one. This is the big leap. You get this week done. We are up and we're ready to go, baby. Let's have it. So this chat, this live, it's all about you. I want to know what's been working, what's going well, what you're looking forward to, what's been aces, what lesson did you think was going to be so bad actually turned out to be pretty decent and wasn't as bad. Who's your favourite teacher already? What's your favourite lessons? I want to know all. It's all positivity tonight. I'm hoping my top tips have helped you. I've got a huge thing to tell you though, guys. Last night I was live on BBC Look East. It's on the BBC iPlayer. You can go check it out. It's on BBC Look East. If you go to BBC iPlayer, you'll find it on there. It was on Tuesday night on the 3rd of September, and I got to talk about my Teacher Tommy T, my account, what I do on YouTube, and my top tips. And can I just say a huge thank you to you all. Without this platform, without this incredible channel through YouTube and you, my audience, I would never have ever dreamt of being on BBC Look East or on a news channel talking about that. I was on radio this morning on Radio Norfolk with the wonderful Chris Gorham and his Radio Norfolk team. So big shout out to BBC Look East, big shout out to BBC Radio Norfolk, and thank you so much for the wonderful article on the BBC News website. If you now Google my name, Teacher Tommy T, you will see the article. It's called the BBC News article. It's under there, so please go check it out. And I just want to make a huge thank you to you guys because of all the work that I've put into this. My Teacher Tommy T top tips was received so well by you, the audience, by parents, by teachers, by students, young and old, and people sharing it. It's been amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But let's hear from you. I've had my first day of my students. I'm absolutely shattered. I'm so tired. It's hit me hard. I'm glad I got the shades on because the bag's under my... I'm tired. I'm having an early night tonight. I suggest you do too. I'm going to have a hot bath tonight. I'm definitely going to get my bag packed though, ready for tomorrow. So I've got my water bottle. That's just been washed. So I'm ready to put my water in. I've got all my files. I've got my glasses cases. I've even got a pack of hula hoops. I'm having hoops. They're in there. So I've got everything ready. I've checked up my lanyards in there, my USBs in there. But anyway, they were my top tips and you've seen them. They're all over my channel. So go check them out. That's in my long form content if you've not seen it. But can I just also say the comments, guys, from you were just insanely awesome. The support that my channel, my follower, my subscribers do is insane. I'm just so proud of you all. So thank you so much. I hit up the top comment like I told you I would. And I'm here tonight at my community, bang on time with you. So let's get into it. It's enough from me. Thank you so much. Let's hear from you. I want to hear all the positives of high school, of primary school, of elementary school, wherever you're at. I want to hear, what's your favourite lesson? Who was your favourite teachers? Which lesson you thought was going to be pants turned out to be superbly hot trousers? I want to know what worked for you today. Did you make new friends? Have you joined a club or society? Let me know in the chat. Let's hear it. I'm shouting you out. Let's do this. So, the God of Granny says, how are you? Hello from England. Well, hello, Blighty. I'm all good, thank you very much. Just started. This came from Shrek for Life. 1, 2, 3. Just started year 8 today, and my year 7 friend got ouched in the face on the... Okay, I said positives, people. That is terrible. That's more like the police matter. I hope that got sorted. That's terrible. Positive stories, people. We do a lot of stuff on... You know, we will talk about things that might have gone wrong. That's absolutely fine, but let's hit the positives first. I'm starting year 10 tomorrow, and I'm a little scared since I've had an argument with a friend in the summer holidays. That can be quite a tricky one, can't it? That can be quite a tricky one. Do you know what? I think as soon as you see them saying, hey, I'm sorry about this summer. I hope we're all good. Let's move forward. Just say it straight away. Get it over and done with. Don't not mention it because it will just be lurking in the background. But yes, let me know what's been a good subject. I started year 7. Big up my year 7s. Are you dominating the high school already? I hear year 7s across the UK are getting away with absolute daylight robbery because they're year 7s. They're getting away with the cutesy look. And not having to follow school rules as much as the other year 10s and 11s are like, well, how are they getting away with that? They're year 7, they can. I'm looking for the positives though. Just started GCSEs and my geography teacher said, stay water bottles. And we asked, what water bottle is called? And he said, stay water bottle. What? You've got to elaborate on that more. I started year 6. I'm hoping this is a good story. And today I couldn't spend lunch with my cousins. But we had a bake sale and we got to sell the stuff in an assembly. We sat on the benches. Hey! Hey, that's my favourite story. We sat on the benches. If you were a year 6 and you sat on the benches, Jack,
Yeah.
come give me a kiss.
Okay.
Got to say goodnight to my son. We're live, but I am going to go see him a little bit. Big, I love you so much. I'm come hear about your lovely day in year 1, okay? Love you, my man. I'll be up there soon. So, back to you, though. Hey, Rebecca from UK. Someone from my old school escaped. No way. These are, like, exciting stories, but they're not, like, positive. Please tell me you think you had a good one. They're going to... Okay, cool. Hey, Rebecca from the UK. Someone from my old school escaped. I read that one. My God, that's crazy, though. I'm in year 6, and now it's good or bad. Yeah. You're now in year 6. It's the best year. It's the best year. It is honestly the best year. Someone said, blood, chill out, man. Spamming the chat. It's okay. I get used to it. I'm so fast at reading these. Do not worry. My ADHD does help. The fact I've just had a pack of Haribo. Can you hear that? A pack of Haribo. A pack of Haribo. I just started year 8. Big shout out to year 8s. Benches. Big up the benches. Hi, Tommy. Love your content. Thank you, Ninja Go fan. Appreciate that. Ninja Go. Ugly male bathroom. Can we just talk about that name? Love the profile name. Just where, and there's a story behind everything. And I agree, most bathrooms for men are awful, mainly because of what the men do. Anyway, in my primary school, someone escaped and our head teacher had to chase them. Guys, I can't... I love my subscribers. Positive stories. That's scandalous. Like, if I'd just been on a news channel yesterday, I can't tell them this. Like, so what kind of things happen in your chat? Well, I told them to say something positive, and all you guys are telling me right now is like someone escaped, someone got punched, this happened. I want nice stories, guys. Nice stories. When you get home and you speak to your parents and your parents go, how was school? And you're like, no, it's all right. You don't tell them this, do you? They would love to hear this story. This is actually like good dinner table talk. I started year 10 today and had my deputy head for RE. Oh, you have to be very sensible, that one. And I was really worried because she's known as a menace, but she was actually nice. Yes, hallelujah. Someone read the booklet. Well done. You knew the assignment. Star Wars Manic 2187. Thank you so much. You listened to what I just said. You read the assignment. A teacher you thought was going to be bad actually turned out good. Deputy heads, they've got that edge about them, aren't they? They want to be, I want to be a head teacher. I've got to show I'm stern. Yeah, and I'll take it out on all of you. And actually, they turned out to be nice. I found that with my deputy head, and weirdly, they were my RE teacher too when I was at Bungay Primary back in the day. Thank you. I just started year 10, and there was a guys. Come on, stop talking about this negative stuff. There was a fracas. If I say frackle, that actually means, fisticuffs. Fracas. I started year 7 yesterday, and my maths teacher is called Mr. Drake. Shout out, Mr. Drake. Please let this be a good story. So I'm scared, and oh, no. And last year I sat on the benches. Last year someone escaped school. And so, yeah, please read, because I love your content. Okay, is Mr. Drake a nice teacher, though? That's what we want to know, the positives. What's with the escapees? What schools are not prison, people. You don't need to escape. Just say, I don't want to be here. Get my parents to come pick me up. Don't run off. What are you doing? Why do people do that? Just talk it out. I started year 7 and unfortunately had a bit of a negative experience. And year 8. And I saw someone get, how do you say, but let's do the positive. Please say Tilly and Justin. Thank you, Tilly and Justin. I'm not going to read the rest of it because it sounded a little bit negative. What the positive stories? My teacher told us that my tooth hurts from the air conditioning, so we had to turn it off. And so it's dying hot. I've heard about people talk about things like that, how cold can affect them. Teacher Tommy T, I have all the best teachers and the best history teacher, maths and English teacher, man. Insane year ahead, and I love your content. That is really good to hear. My daughter's here now in the chat. How can I help you? You're live on YouTube. I'll tell you a
funny story.
Now, is it appropriate?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we're going to hear her story. Is this from school?
Yeah.
Do not name people or the school. Okay,
so
or the school.
Me and my class were outside doing PE.
Uh-huh.
And we saw someone climb over the fence, and we told our teachers, like, what the heck happened? This is a long time ago. This wasn't today.
Okay.
And
on the first day back, that would have been bad.
we were like, why are they climbing over the fence? We told our teacher, and they said, okay, we'll go tell the head teacher.
Yeah.
And they told the head teacher.
Yeah, so you snitched. Yeah.
No, because they were climbing over the fence and they stole someone's bike.
Oh.
They had a bike in their hand.
Okay.
So we went to go tell
it's quite serious.
They told the head teacher,
Uh-huh.
and the head teacher said they were just. So they left the school.
Yeah.
But then they left their bike, so they just climbed over the fence and was going to climb back over. But they said they could just have gone through the office.
Yes. So they looked like a robber, but they actually weren't.
Yeah.
Great story. Thank you. Moving on away. There we go. That's my daughter. She featured on the live show. Random story there. So starting year 7, beat that story. Can we have positive stories, guys? Positive stories about your day. Okay, just give me a couple more, and then we can just move on to the. This was really bad at school, so I'll tell you why. Right, start. This is You Gaming 32 says starting year 7, brand new school. I'm so optimistic and positive and excited. We have no detention for a week. They gave us homework. We literally just have to laminate our books and define 2 words. I like your style, good sir or ma'am, whoever you are. Love that. Good positive stuff. And yes, that's what year 7's all about. Well played. Tidy your books, keep them nice and organised and clean. And yeah, good for you. No detention for a week. I'm glad they're not even just... By the way, you don't just turn up to year 7. They go, hello, year 7. So you've instantly got a detention just by being year 7. You shouldn't get a detention anyway, regardless of being for a week. So that's good. Do you mean like no teachers covering it? Because, yeah, it'd be like... I mean, if you were the kid who got like in trouble today, you come on, we're better than that. I always think I talk like Boris there. I say this. If you have a learning difficulty, you guys, you know I'm a SEND teacher. That's a whole different spectrum story, everything. But if you're a student, what we call a cross-school or whatever, some people call it mainstream, we call it cross-school student without learning difficulties, and you got yourself in trouble today, have a word with yourself. Sort it out. You're better than that. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. You're better than that. Let's move on. Just started year 9, and it was awesome. And we had Française, and I was one top in the class. Total drama. Love that story. Thank you so much. Top of maths. French class already. Well done. Love it. That's a good one. Guffyard says, let's hope this is a positive one. My first day of year yesterday was amazing because I had good teachers and we had a cake sale and my Oh, I'm not going to read the last bit. That's so sad about your grandma. I'm so sorry about that. But do you know what? You had a good first day, and I'm sure your grandma would have been really proud that your first day went well. And they probably don't want to let what's happened to them, take that away from that. But do you know what? I'm really glad that first day went well, and you reflected about the positive stuff. I'm very sorry about your grandma. Do you know what? I can resonate with that because my grandma, she passed away when I was doing my Duke of Edinburgh bronze. And I always remember I was about to go on my expedition for that, the test. And she passed away and I had to be with her by her side. I always remember that. First person in my family who ever passed away, I always remember that. I was in year 9. And it did have a big effect on me. So I really understand what you're going through. I actually do know what you're going through. It's a bit tough, but the best thing about school is your friends are there for you. So I wish you all the best. And talk to your parents about how you're feeling as well. Love your content. Eminem fan. Probably now I love Eminem. Started year 9 in 2 days, and we don't have timetables. That's mental. You should have a timetable by now. Seriously. Maybe they'll give it to you on the day. Maybe you just meet your form 2 and the head of the year and all that. So there's always a plan. Schools do that for a reason. Don't worry about your SATs. Glow tax, don't worry about your SATs. That is honestly nothing to think about, especially right now because of the fact that it's not for like a whole year almost, like what is it, May? So it's 10 months away. I don't know, less than that, 9 months away. And also that for your teachers to worry about, not you. If you're talking about year 6 SATs, that is our story. Hey, Rebecca from the UK again. In my old primary school, a group of boys dug a hole near a fence, and one of them got through. So lots of the teachers went underneath to chase the boy, and he got sent home. Can I just say, we used to have a hole under the fence at Bungay Middle School. It no longer exists, Bungay Middle School. You can Google it, but you won't find anything else. And we dug a hole in a way, so every time the footballs went over, one of us would do the whole thing of like, looking around, and then one would sneak out to get it. Now, the problem with that is we shouldn't have ever done that. But we did, and we got caught every time because the co-op across the road would always dob on us. I used to remember that. Always remember that. You shouldn't leave the premises because something could go wrong, you see. You've got to be really careful. What are we saying? This chat's been hilarious tonight. I don't know what to say to you lot, honestly. Hi, love your content. What advice do you have for me going into year 11 tomorrow? Do you know what? I think it's a big year. Obviously, it's no doubt it's GCSEs. It's the big year, isn't it? Your teachers are going to help map out exactly what you need to do. They're going to talk about all the revision, that you might need to start taking, when exams will be, mock exams will be, and just take each month bit by bit, piece by piece. Don't think of the mass amount of work you've got coming up, because you have got a lot of work to do. Look at it in bite-sized portions. BBC Bite Size is a fantastic thing to use as well. There's lots of great apps out there as well that can help you with revision. And start working on a revision timetable, how you are going to spend time to revise, study, and at the same time have some social time as well. So your teachers will go through that with you, and so will I soon. I'm going to be doing some top tips on my long form content for anyone doing GCSEs or A levels this year. So it's coming soon. I've got your back. But thank you for your great question. Next one, dude. I'm going into year 6. I'm scared. Dude, don't be. You get to sit on the benches and own the school. You're rocking it. There's nothing to fear. Year 6 is the best. Enjoy your final year of primary school. Frey says, today was good. No homework. So my locker is also my locker is also very dirty. How messy and dirty it is. We also have some Spanish students and the school, and we have the best teacher in school. Love that. Love that. That sounds overall quite a positive one. This is from Weekends with the Kids. And it says, I'm starting school tomorrow. I got my timetable and my teachers are awful. Oh no. Please give me advice about how to make the teachers like me. Thought I'd seek help from a professional. Do you know what? You don't need to be friends with your teachers. You just need to turn up, do the work, keep your head low, put your hand up when they ask you to, answer a few questions if you can, do your best, hand in your homework on time, and leave. And teachers are not meant to be your friends. Teachers are there to teach you, and they will work with hundreds of kids. And the time you're gone, most of the time, honestly, we forget names. We're terrible. I'm not saying they just forget you. What I am saying is, though, you don't need to become the teacher's friends. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, but there's some students who are friends with teachers. Yeah, well, some teachers do get on well with students because they might have similar personalities, or maybe it's a reminder of a teacher seeing a student like that, thinking that's what I was like. But you don't need to be a teacher's mate. So don't let that be a concern or a worry. What you need to think about really is, are you making good class friends? Are you joining new clubs and societies? Are you getting your homework done in time? They're the things to really get into, not worry about, but think about. But making friends with teachers, don't worry about it. And you know what? If you're a decent person and they don't want to know you, then maybe they're not a decent, person you would want to be friends with anyway. So stick with your mates, worry about that, and just be really respectful to your teachers in class. Do as you're told, and you won't have a problem. And trust me, eventually they'll be like, oh, thank God I got this class because that person's in there to get on with it. But yeah, that's my advice. I'm going to year 9 on Monday, and I'm intrigued on which teachers I get. But there is a few that I want to avoid, and I will have to choose my GCSEs. Don't know what to do. Also, do you have these? Right, I'm going to say similar thing here. Don't pick a course because of the teachers. If the teacher is notoriously not good at teaching or controlling a lesson, you think it's going to be a problem, I think that's a chat with your form tutor or your parents. But if you generally want to do that GCSE, but you don't like the teacher, pick the GCSE. You are not there to like the teacher. You're there to get that grade for that subject. So regardless if the teacher, they're right boring. Yeah, but do they actually teach the lesson? Yeah, they do. So you want to go for that one. Sometimes the fun teacher, the one who's chatty and like, hey guys, how you doing, might not always be the teacher you think would be good for GC. So just bear that in mind. If there's any teachers in this chat, do you agree with what I just said? I personally think the same thing with friends. A lot of people pick the same lessons to be with friends, and it's like you're not there to be with your friends. You're there to study, but make friends at break time. Do you know what I mean? So it does depend on your teachers. If there's a teacher you think, it's going to really affect my year, then yeah, don't do it. But yeah, you shouldn't have your decision pinned on because of a teacher, in my opinion. But what do you think in the chat? Do you disagree? What are people saying here? Hey, Tommy, any advice for year sevens? I'm in the UK. Yes, I do. If you go to my long form content, top tips for year seven is in there now. Go check it out. Just there for you. Some kids took out the teacher's restroom doors. Why? Don't start. Don't start with them. I tell you. The first day of year 10, and I'm a peer mentor. That's fantastic. They obviously think you've got a really good way of talking and working with people. You should be proud of yourself. Hello, love your vids. I'm starting sixth grade on Friday. Any tips? Sixth grade, is that in America? I don't know much about the sixth grade, but I do know it's year sixes in England. In the sixth grade, is this like the final year at your last school at elementary? Do you do move up? I mean, I haven't got too much tips. I'll have to look that up for you. If there are any Americans in here, tips for sixth grade, shout them out and I'll read them out. Years. Tomato. Thank you, Tomato, for commenting. Tomato. I appreciate that. And may I say, plum tomatoes to you. Just started year seven. Have to get round my massive grammar school and I have to remember my timetable off by heart. Really? Can't you take a picture of it on your phone or have a timetable folded in your back pocket? That's a bit weird. The school have 8 blocks. The smallest block is twice the size of my cousin's high school. Wow, where are you? Like Oxford? That's amazing. Sounds like Hogwarts. Cynthia says one day in first grade, one of my classmates was a recess break, a playground, sorry, pulled down one of my friends. Whoa, who were that's bad. And I stood over him. I got in trouble though. Did you were you trying to protect them? You did the right thing if you're trying to protect them. But that's a serious one. Oh my goodness, you can get in a lot of trouble for that. So be careful. Don't do that ever. What seems a funny thing is not. Someone threw a journal at the... Guys, positive story. Seriously, what's with the violence with you guys tonight? Did this really happen on the first day? I mean, what an entrance. It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin was like, another one, let's go. Stunner. It's like... Yeah, so Steve Austin turned up and he stunned the principal and yeah. Can you come to my school? Hey, if you generally would like me to come to your school to talk about social media, the ups and downs, what it's like to do social media, you can ask your head teacher and I will absolutely come and do that. I've been to a few schools in Norfolk back in the summer and I would do it around that same time. If you generally want to, get your school to go to my Instagram account or they can message me on YouTube, but it has to be from the school, from the head teacher, from the safe communities there, not from yourself. But yeah, lobby your school. I'd love to come and talk to you guys, so let me know. But speak to your head teacher. That's the safe way we do things on here, through staff to other staff. But yeah, I'd love to. You're the best. And my assistant year 6 teacher last time was calling out for no reason and said, I'm dumb and slow once. And she ripped something and blamed it on me. That's crazy. What is positive stories? Seriously, people, stop making me read these. Teacher Tommy, love your content. This is a positive. I just started year 8 and I have a maths teacher who loves telling us jokes and funny stories. My kind of teacher. My kind of teacher. As long as they're sticking to the work. I had one teacher called Mr. Barker in history back at Bungay High. He was brilliant. He told the best jokes. And he did get a good pass rate at the same time. So he had a good balance. I like teaching tell dad jokes. They're my favourite. But yeah, as long as they're keeping to the curriculum, that's all right. That's all right. See, people like that. Big Mac says, Miami is okay. Thank you. That's everyone. If you're going to... Oh, you meant the football team. You meant the football team. He meant that. I was like, I'm glad Miami's safe. I heard about Ohio. The only teacher who cares is leaving September. That's when the term of 3 years we start journey ends. Oh yeah, when the teacher goes off, yeah. When your favourite teacher goes off on maternity or just goes off or moves on to another school, that's the worst, isn't it? On the second day of school, some girl got 2 detentions for chewing gum and talking back and storming out of the class. Yeah, you would do. Well, that's disrespectful, isn't it? That's going to happen, guys. That is going to happen. There's not much I can say about that one. First day of year 11, someone already doesn't understand that if they fail maths and English GCSE, they have to resit them. I didn't tell them. I'll wait for them to figure it out. Yeah, I think you should probably say, just let you know, if you don't pass these, you might have to resit them. I did. I've told my story to Look East and the BBC News. Google it, Teach Tommy T. Google it. I'm on there now. I've got my own headline. But yeah, I'm living proof. I had to resit mine. So yeah, let him know. Did you hear about Teacher Tommy T? He didn't pass the GCSE the first time round. He had to resit them. Use it like that. My story's on the news. Enjoy. Teacher Tommy T. There you go. BBC News. Moving on. Did I say that enough? Did I say that enough? I just, I did an interview. I'm proud of it. I'm going to wrap things up now. We're coming to the 25th mark. I'm going to keep these 25 minutes long because we do 30 all the time. I'm just going to do 25. Guys, I really hope you've had a fantastic first day, week, month back at school. Big up Scotland, big up America, because I know you guys went back several weeks ago. But to the English crew, I hope everything is going well. I've loved your stories. Please hit the chat up with some positive stories. But your funny stories are always the best, guys. You literally know how to make me laugh. I'm very tired. I've had a long day, and if you are feeling the same, please get some early shut-eye. Power down the phones, put the blue light filter on, whatever, but power down, relax, spend time with your family. Your mums and dads, your aunties, uncles, your grandparents would love a message from you, even if you could vocally say it, a voice note, just to tell them about your day. You have no idea the difference that can make to your parents. They have been thinking about you all that time. So give them a little drop a message and say, I had a good day, and this is what I did, and these are my favourite subjects. Anyway, and maybe drop in some of your funny stories as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for the love. And if you haven't, go check out my latest YouTube, Year 6 on the Benches. It's my annual favourite YouTube short I ever do. I absolutely love it. Go check it out. Thank you so much from me, Teacher Tommy T, to you, the YouTube massive. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.